Hello and welcome back to week 3 of the Sunshine Fitness Foundation series. You have reached the midpoint of our Coach to Confidence series. We are focusing on building muscle endurance and bone density through a series of exercises that are building your confidence, your technical precision, and hopefully your joy as well. So we'll be moving through a 13 exercise circuit using our 40-second workouts and 20-second rest intervals. Today you will need your light dumbbells, a sturdy chair and a second spare chair as we move forward with our sit to stand movements. Excellent. Please do take these exercises at your own pace and make sure you've got some water to hand. Okay, so we are starting with our warm-up here. Sitting tall in the chair, relaxed shoulders, just tilting the head side to side, and then moving into lifting and lowering the shoulders. Fantastic. So we want to get the heart rate up to help warm the body up for the exercises that we've got coming, lubricate the joints. That's it, and just prepare yourself for what's ahead. So starting with a gentle toe tap. Run. We're going to move into some wide leg extensions, reaching 1 foot at a time, whilst also trying to coordinate with some marching arms. So we always like to bring a little bit of coordination into our sessions as we want to work that brain muscle as well as our other body muscles. We're changing legs halfway through. That's it, just pacing yourself through the warm-up. We do quite a few exercises here just to really ready the body. Again, a little bit of coordination, opposite arm to leg, as we move through some leg extensions and arm raises. So a lot of these warm-ups are going to mimic the main exercises we do. So therefore, we're just telling the body this is what to expect. Be prepared. Rotating through the wrists. That's it. And 1 foot at a time. That's it, with again another set of leg extensions and arm raises. Fantastic. Beautiful, both sides done there. Okay, onto knee lifts and an overhead reach. That's it, so just working into the shoulders, moving into the hip flexors and the abdominals. Always feel free just to take the hand as high as the head as opposed to going overhead. We're going to do 4 hip openers on one side and then change to the other, along with some chest openers as well. Trying to miss the dog there. It doesn't bat an eyelid. Excellent. And then from here, sitting tall, just away from the back of the chair. Going to extend one leg and then just reach through the ankle. That's it, opening up through the hands as you lengthen the arms out. That's it, excellent. Hands and grip. We really want to give attention to that particular area as well. Okay, sitting tall, hands resting on top of the thighs, flat back to an overhead reach. So just working through the side of the body as well as the lower back area, bringing some mobility. That's it, to the bottom of the spine. Excellent. And then some rotations. So we've added in a knee as it's week 3, which again is all about helping to get the heart rate up. But if it's a little bit too much for you today, please just omit the knee lift. The main focus here is that upper back rotation. Excellent. And then we're going to finish with a quick heart rate raiser here, just tapping the feet really quickly or even just pumping through the heels. That's it, pumping the arms as well. Lovely, getting nice and warm, especially if it's a cold day where you may be. Perfect. Okay, so our first exercise coming up, we do not want to let ourselves get cold in between, is a bicep curl to an overhead press. So you can do all of these exercises with or without hand weights. And always give yourself permission to put them down if you just feel any aggravation in your joints or it just becomes too much for your muscles in that particular movement. So what we're doing here is focusing on the transition between the bicep curl and the overhead press, looking to improve vertical reach. So keep your rib cage tucked to ensure that the power comes from your shoulders and not your lower back. You can take these as a single arm movement or double. Excellent stuff. Okay, so again, 20-second rest. Please make the most of that rest time as I just demonstrate our second exercise. So we're going to be doing 2 sets of triceps today. So again, with or without weights, and you can do these single arm, or if you're feeling the power on week 3, let's head into some doubles. So your chest, you're slightly tilted. That's it. Forward out of the hips, but the back stays with a nice straight posture to it. Reaching the nose over the toes and working into those upper arms. Perfect. Well done. It's really quite hard, even with 3-pound weights. Excellent. So, we're going to head into some sumo heel lifts, okay? And a hold on the top of the body. So you can hold 1 weight or 2 weights. To make it a little more challenging, we'll take the weights further away from the chest. And we're lifting those heels to engage the calf muscles on the back of the lower leg and to help with flexion through the ankles. Now, the hold on top of your body is going to help to just build shoulder strength and strength through the core, which is really important for good balance. That's it, so just flexing through the ankles, toes to heels, which is an important movement for good walking, so that we have the length down the calf so we can walk heel toe, and not end up sort of shuffling along and tripping over cracks in the pavement. Excellent, so rest break again as we just prepare for that next exercise. We're going to be doing a leg extension with a strong chest press. So whether or not you decide to use weights, you've got those elbows drawing back. It's a coordination challenge. As you press the weights away, you're extending one leg. And what we're doing here is we're loading the skeletal system in 2 different planes. Okay, so you're stimulating bone density simultaneously in both your hips and chest. So this is a real powerhouse of a move here. Excellent stuff. And again, is not easy. So just tell yourself what a good job you've done there, especially as you just went over time. Fantastic. Okay, so we are going to look to get the heart rate up again here, as we did in the beginning with those quick sprints. We're going to work to a tempo of 1, 2, 3, pause before breaking out into that tempo again. So you're using your arms to drive this movement, and this is designed to improve your heart rate variability and efficient oxygen delivery to your muscles. Excellent work. So this makes for a great cardiovascular interval. So if you do find yourself just like you've been sat down too long and you get a little chilly, just bust this move out in your chair. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And it will soon get you nice and warm. Excellent. Okay. Onto our 6th exercise. These are weighted wood choppers. So, if using a weight, we're just using the 1. And we're moving from the core. So that's where this movement is coming from, not just the shoulders. And so this rotational movement is essential for functional independence. So thinking of things like reaching for a seat belt across a table. I always think just reaching back to grab something from somebody as well. And all the while you're maintaining that spinal integrity. And because of doing these exercises, you won't shock your body when you come to do something like that. And that's so often where we pull a muscle, is because we just haven't moved our body in such a way in such a long time. It's then such a surprise to it when you do. So that's why in all of our sessions we like to move all the major muscle groups around. Excellent. And here we're going to be focusing on upper body stability. So the squeeze, with or without weights, is at the bottom here. So we are targeting the big muscles either side of your back, called the latissimus dorsi, and we're looking to build pulling strength. So this movement also helps to decompress the vertebrae, which is really important when you're ever dealing with prolonged sitting. So again, it's that pull and push movement, building strength through the back. And it really isn't easy, because certainly through the shoulders, those are smaller joint and muscle areas. So well done, breathing through, opening and closing up through the chest. Excellent. So, demonstration. Toe taps and a lateral raise. So this is actually a frontal raise. So this is where balance meets a little bit of upper body stability. So you can do these exercises standing, but I just thought week 3 we'll do one more week in the chair, but next time we'll be doing these standing. So just focus on one point ahead that doesn't move. And we're training our brain and body to coordinate multi-directional movements safely here. That's it. And you can do both arms at a time, but if that gets a bit too tiring on the shoulders, do one arm at a time, and even challenge yourself to the coordination of opposite arms to leg. Excellent. Okay, so we are whipping through these exercises. On to number 9. This is the hover challenge. And this is all about stability, standing stability. So you're looking to hover just an inch or so off your chair. And we're firing up the deep core and glutes in the backside. And so these are primary stabilizers that, when activated and strong through consistent repetition, will protect against stumbles and falls. Okay? So you're just bearing your weight forward into your heels, into your feet. Keep your gaze straight ahead or even slightly lifted. Don't look at the ground, because we tend to go where the eyes are focused. And so we don't want to accidentally tip forward. But that is such an excellent movement to just start building strength to stand well and stand easily. Okay, so our second set of tricep extensions. So again, we are hinging forward with a flat back. And as you extend your arms behind, really think about the back of the arm. So we've done some pulling moves. This is really building the pushing strength, which is like required to get you out of a chair or a bed or a car or anything where we have to really sort of like push ourselves off a surface. So just really good, just really aiding with that upper body strength. Again, feel free to do singles or doubles. You can even alternate. Excellent. And as if by magic, suddenly a bench appears. Isn't that amazing? This has nothing to do with the fact that I forgot the second chair whatsoever. But it is providing a lovely sunshade for Kitsune. So Last week we did our sit to stand holding a chair with both hands. And so this week we are just putting the challenge out there to do the sit to stand with either just fingertips touching or one hand. That's it. So this is building on our hover movement. That's it, where we're reaching forward and pressing up through the heels, through the feet, through the legs, squeezing the bottom to come to that stand. That's it. This gets the heart rate up, but we're really just training those key muscle groups. That's it. And just strength through the feet and ankles to come to stand. And again, repeating this session twice or even 3 times in a week is just going to really help to see results in the ease to move from a seated to a standing position. Okay, so movement 12. So we are up on our feet now and we're moving into a standing march. And you can start this just by pedaling out the feet, lifting the heels, and then as and when you want to move into that march. So again, we're looking to keep the eyes lifted and just relax the shoulders. And you can move as quickly or as slowly as you wish to in this position. But again, it's just great. You're just mobilizing the hips, hinging through the knees, lifting the feet. And you can even bring a little march with the arm as well. Excellent. Okay, final move. So this is going to shift us into balance, which is where we're going to be moving into week 4, is bringing in some balance exercises. So as well as having strong muscles, we want to challenge our balance so that therefore just everyday standing and moving around will just become easier, and that's where our confidence comes in. This is your training room to get strong and to get confident in your balance and your movement. That's it. So just coming up and down on those toes, strengthening the feet. This is a great one to do with or without shoes. I've got some barefoot shoes on. Just the opportunity just to bear weight into the toes, strengthening the toe flexors. Excellent. And that finishes your bone density work for the day, which is fantastic. And we're going to segue into our cool down and stretch whilst we're standing with the chair. So just reaching up above you, loading the entire kinetic chain here from ankles down through, or down, up through the fingertips. Excellent. So you're going to take one leg behind you and just lift and lower the back heel, again lengthening the calf. Superb. Perfect. So just coming to a safe seated position again. Always just watching the floor for those potential trip hazards. You can see a couple on screen at the moment. Okay, let's just wind those shoulders back. You can do this with just winding the shoulder without the arm involved, or fingertips on the shoulder, winding the elbow back. Perfect. Let's move that out of the way. Okay, so back of the legs here and up through the torso and a rotation. We've got 3 movements going on here. So a flat back, a rotation, all the while lengthening through your hamstring on the back of the leg. Excellent. Rotate over the front bent knee. Breathing through. Excellent. It's so good for our bodies whenever we've done any prolonged sitting, and that can come through heavy amounts of cycling or travel, trains, planes and automobiles, where we're just compacting into the pelvic area, and we just want to be able to lengthen out through the body. That's it, just to bring motion back into every area. So here we are, just through the upper back, lengthening forwards with the chest and then rolling up through chest, shoulders, neck and head. Excellent. Opening up through the chest, reaching one leg forwards, exhaling as you go, and then those neck tilts. Beautiful. So again, that can just ease off any tension that's built up in the shoulders through the session. Excellent, guys. Take a moment just to close your eyes and rest and enjoy all that you've done in this session. Father, I just thank you for every single person that has joined us today in doing these exercises. I pray, Lord, that they would feel your encouragement, that they would feel you just championing them on to keep going and not to give up. And Lord, that you'll give them the strength to do what they need to so that they can enjoy this life that you've given them. In Jesus' name, amen. Throwing a shaka goodbye, guys. Well done. We'll see you in week 4.